Good morning, Magic Family. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. It never fails. The tea kettle started boiling, and the coffee grinder took extra long. It was just one of those mornings. How are you? Welcome back to our private chat. Loving this. I hope you guys are loving it as well. If you are watching this through the Patreon app, you can click on the little thing on the bottom of the video where it says YouTube, and then it will get you into the chat because I don't know if it comes up through the Patreon app. So we'll just have to kind of play that by ear in case you were wondering how that was going to work. You can also comment under the video and I can just answer you when the video's over too as well. Because at the moment I cannot see the comments and the chat. I think only goes through YouTube. So you'll have to just click on the little YouTube thing in the corner. It'll switch you over to the YouTube app and then you can interact with the live chat. It is still private, however. So don't be thrown off by that. Nobody else can see this except for those of you who have access to this link, which is only available through Patreon. Okay? I think I figured that out now. All right. We're going to do a couple of fun things. First, welcome to all of you who are new subscribers. Oh, good. You figured it out. Yeah. So I didn't think that they haven't quite gotten that far yet. I still have to do this through YouTube. So it's kind of my way of sticking it to the man, I guess, in a way, because I'm still using their app without using their app. So, it works. So today we're going to do the Affirmators Tarot. And then Taylor, because I know how much you love the Deviant Moon Tarot, Mamie actually sent me another deck that's done by the same guy who does that deck. It's called Triomphe de la Luna. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, but it's Patrick Valenza still too. And the artwork on these is just freaking hilarious. And also it has like a billion different renditions of the devil card in this. So lots of choices, right? See, I've been saving a lot of this for this private stuff because I can't show this on YouTube because they would fucking murder me. I would never have another video ever. But here, I can do whatever I want. I can say fuck. I can talk about conspiracy theory stuff that I have. I won't, but I could if I wanted to. I could talk about all kinds of stuff here. It's great. Love it. Fantastic. And Seth is very excited too that I am not being looky-looed by some 25-year-old guy in Somalia anymore. Ugh, gross. This is so gross. And the Exodus is on. Honestly, a lot of us are kind of getting the bug as far as the YouTube has turned into something nasty. All right. So we're going to start with the Affirmators deck. I'm going to clarify with the Zumi Wisdom Oracle, which is from Miss Raji. I really enjoyed working with that deck yesterday, so I'm really excited to work with it some more here. I am also going to take you guys along on the ride while I make my coffee and whatnot too here in a minute. Since I was in the middle of trying to do it and then realized, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be live at 9 o'clock. Ah! All right. From the Affirmators Tarot, we got 4. All right, we'll go with it today. Why not? No rush. We get the 8 of Wands. Ooh, I like it. Unicorn. I was cracking jokes about yesterday with the husband about feeling like a unicorn sometimes because he was, I made a carrot cake. It's the first time I've ever made carrot cake. I've never made a carrot cake before. I know I'm 44 years old and I've never made a carrot cake. But I finally decided to make a carrot cake because I really wanted one. And I had to juice some carrots anyways. So why not, right? It was freaking the most delicious carrot cake I've ever eaten in my entire life. So I had to send all of it to work with Seth because otherwise I eat it and then I get sick because I'm not supposed to eat it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. It'll definitely end up in the recipe rotations here, floating on the Patreon channel. I'm still really working on those. It's hard for me to write down recipes. You know, Tay. I don't measure things, and it's hard. It's like pour until the ancestors tell you to stop. I mean, so I really don't. I mean, I kind of have a general roundabout idea, thanks to going to culinary school. I'm a great eyeballer. But I don't have anything written down yet, but I promise I will get it. I did post a photo dump though of it. If you want to go back a few posts, I think I just did a random photo dump and there's pictures of the carrot cake in there. I know. Oh my gosh. It's fine. But honestly, it's because the biggest ingredient in the things that I cook is love. And well, I mean, it's hard to explain to people how to pour love into food. Not everybody was born a kitchen witch. All right. So we get the 8 of Wands. You know, we're tooting our own horns a little bit, right? Like this little unicorn right here. And we get the Page of Swords comes out with that too. And well, I guess we're not afraid to talk about it a little bit now too. Or maybe there's a message that somebody else is bringing you that could make you want to stand up and wave around a little bit. The Knight of Swords comes out with it. Goodness. And the 6 of Wands. So there is a lot of celebration going on in these cards, you guys. I don't know if you noticed, but we have seriously leveled up in the department of cards. Also, I apologize if this is backwards to you guys. I cannot figure out for the life of me how to fix that. And my tech support is in Louisiana. That's okay. When he comes up to visit me here soon, I'll have him fix it. So that, I mean, that's a lot of celebration in some cards, and this new energy is kind of feeling that way too. So let's go ahead and I actually kind of wanted to talk about something a little bit too, and this kind of actually brings me to it, which is helpful. So why don't we take a trip over here to the other side of the kitchen, and I'm gonna make my coffee and we're gonna talk about this a little bit. There's a lot of bullshit going around. Oh my gosh, that's light. It's horrible. There's a lot of bullshit going around right now. And our job is to not get sucked into it. I mean, I know it's hard. Avoid the media if you have to. That's kind of part of the reason also why we're doing this too, is because we've decided we don't want to participate in systems that we don't agree with anymore. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of my phone listening to me and then bombarding me with ads on every application I go on for bullshit that I just thought about getting. I mean, is that terrifying to anybody else? It's kind of terrifying to me. Not that I don't think technology has its place. I really do. I love technology. I love being able to grow my food and also get 2-day Amazon delivery, right? But there's some things that I don't want my phone listening to me about, you know? I don't want it hearing about the fact I feel sad that my mom dies, and then it bombards me with things about funerals and things like that. You know, there's just a line that's been crossed somewhere, and I needed to exit the matrix, you know, for lack of a better word. And what the fuck did I do with my cup? Jesus, this is my life. So honestly, I've really kind of had to really indulge my hermit hole and be okay with it because I don't have to process other people's bullshit here. Um, and that's part of the problem that happened over on YouTube was uh, uh, the channel was just getting flooded with negative energy. And Taylor, you know, because you're the moderator over there. But how dark that level of the web has really, and it was different when it was just bots because they're just a mechanical whatever. But it's different when you have somebody being like, run your hands through your hair, or um what else can you do with that mouth? I mean, gross. Can you take your shirt off for a subscription? I mean, there's just some things uh that you don't have to victimize yourself with, and that's one of them. And for me, it was a victimization. It didn't make me feel good. That doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel disgusting, like I have to take 1,200 showers. um but there's a difference between someone who is thinking about you in a way that is gross and somebody who's admiring you. You know, those are two different things. And so I have to remove myself from the situation where I'm basically victimizing myself. Um, I knew that was going on. I chose to ignore it because I was worried that people were who were over on YouTube who were having difficulties with Patreon, although it's not that hard. Um, Made me feel like I had to keep going back there to make sure they were okay, and that was not fair to me. So um I got to a point where I realized I don't have to do that. You know, that's not required of me when it was asked of me, the universe, to be um the messenger, right? Um and if that's where you choose to dwell, that's fine. I'm not judging you for it. Um I'm not saying that it's a bad place. I'm just saying it's not something that I can participate anymore. So if you want to be part of our circle, um I'm asking people to meet me halfway. And I don't think that's too much to ask. So we'll see how it goes. Personally, I'm loving it. I feel the energy dynamic here is far better. Um, I wish we were outside today, but it's kind of icky, so we're just gonna have to deal with being inside. uh, but that's kind of how that is, and we'll get into more of that too. Let me finish making this freaking coffee so I can get out of the way. Um, the light is awful over here in this corner. I don't have the generator on, so I don't have power at the moment. So we're just kind of working with the natural light in the windows. Right. And I appreciate you, Tay. I know you feel like you're a bad friend sometimes, but please don't. We're all busy, and I'm okay with that. It's fine. Um, I never thought that about you, so let's put it that way. Because it does work both ways too. I could reach out more, and I don't either. I've kind of been hermiting away myself, and that's kind of just been the way the energy's been, especially over the winter. I am feeling that kind of fog lifting though, um, as we're coming more into spring, and um, I'm watching all the red clover that I planted in the dog yard. Like, coming up, and it's really cool because I just threw those seeds out a few days ago, and there's already like millions of little tiny baby clovers out in the yard. And it's just amazing how one seed can turn into something that grows so well. And we kind of have to think about the things that we are ingesting in our lives on all fronts. I I've been having a lot of reactions to everything. I'm my system is extremely sensitive. Being born early, even though I look on the surface like I function well, as I'm getting up there, I'm having a little bit more problems just because I have not taken care of myself. I've always pushed myself too hard. I didn't have any way to not. So, um, the option of not doing it was never an option for me. So, sorry guys, I lost you. I don't know when I lost that. We might go back over here for a minute. Um, Bad weather comes, the data gets a little interrupted. So I'm sorry if the video is sketchy or it keeps cutting out. Try to let me know in the chat if it is, and I'll try to fix it. But this is something that Seth and I struggle with as a couple a lot because I really suck at asking for help. In fact, 9 times out of 10, I don't even think about asking for help because there wasn't anybody to help me. And the biggest struggle in our relationship is he's like, I'm right here. You didn't have to do that. You could have asked me. Yeah, asking's a new one, right? Sweet. Um, so I've been really working on that, and it really has helped our relationship a lot. Not that, our relationship's ever been bad, but it has really helped to deepen it. And um being able to get into a point in our relationship too where we're able to just focus on each other without outside influence has been mind-bendingly awesome. I'm just saying, when you guys get to the point where the kids finally fly the coop because you're the best like bird launchers ever. um I'm a bird launcher, not an empty nester, by the way. um uh you you realize all those reasons why people told you to focus on your relationship um, were really important, because when you get to this point in your relationship, it's kind of make or break time. And if you have not made time for each other while the kids were growing up, uh, you're going to have lost that connection by the time you guys have time to focus on just each other. And so you're going to have built lives that are separate and that don't meet in the middle anywhere, and you won't have shared dreams, and all these things happen, and that's why divorces happen. So always keep that in the forefront of your unions to make sure that you're connecting with your significant other often, and that you're acknowledging and appreciating what they're bringing to the relationship, um, and the way they're loving you. Even though maybe it doesn't look the way you think it should, they're loving you from the place that they know how to do it, right? Um, and I was going to say something else about that too, and I forgot. Aw, I love that. That's good. You guys have come a long way, and I'm super proud of you guys. I know how hard it is to continue to make the choice to love each other. And people think that it's about falling out of love, but you don't really fall out of love with somebody. You just give up, and you you both stop trying, and that's where love is lost. It's because you stop trying to understand each other. There's never going to be a point where you're going to figure out the box that the person you're with is in, but um you can learn how to put yourself in it more and more, and respect their feelings about things, if nothing else. So um I know a lot of my ideals make a lot of feminists' hair stand on end, but I I spent a lot of time in bad relationships, and I've spent quite a bit of time in good ones as well. And the things I have learned from both are monumentally helpful. And mutual respect is a much better place to stand on as far as your relationship goes, um, than some passionate, romanticized love. Um, that comes with the respect. So, Seth and I always try to think about what we're doing and how it's going to affect the other person before we do it. It's not necessarily that we feel like we have to ask permission, um, but I respect my husband and his opinions and the things that I'm doing with my life. And um, all this YouTube thing really kind of made him super upset, and um, and it made me upset too. And I think maybe he was more upset about it upsetting me than what the actuality of it was. But he definitely didn't hesitate 1 second when I told him I wanted to take myself off of social media. Um, and he's even willing to get involved a little bit over here on Patreon. We were talked about that last night. He watched the video that I posted yesterday and was kind of laughing about it. And he's like, "Well, I mean, you're not wrong." And I was like, "I know I'm not wrong. I'm rarely wrong." um, but at least not about that kind of stuff anyway. Uh, so those are the things that we're really moving towards, is the things that we want to celebrate, right? We're moving away from looking at all of the things that we want to change, and we realize that as we focus on the things that we do love about our lives, those things increase, and in that way the things that don't fit have no choice but to move away. And that means people, places, things, emotions, baggage that we've been carrying for eternity for no reason. All those things really matter. So let's get a little clarifier from Patrick Valenza's deck on the Eight of Wands specifically. How are we moving more into this energy? Oh, that's like 7 cards. Okay, we don't need that many. Just a clarifier, please. There we go. There it is. And we get the Three of Wands. Ooh, I love this card. Okay. So now we've planted our seeds and we're watching them grow. We know they have water. We know they have sunlight. We know how they have all of the tools that they need in their tool basket to make all the best choices that they can. And now we're going to let them do that, because we've made our desires known by planting the seed. Now it's time for the universe to get to work and make it happen for us. And we're going to trust that. Because I tell you what, trusting that the universe will bring you all of your dreams will abso-fucking-lutely bring you all of your dreams. When we started on this journey, I said I didn't want to do this in debt. At the time, we were fucking broke as a joke. We didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, just like everybody always told us we would. But you know what? We moved away from all of that. And within a year, we found this opportunity to buy this 15.5 acres of absolute fucking paradise. And 4 years later, I am sitting in the house that my husband lovingly built with his own fucking hands, on our 15 acres of debt-free property. A house we built with cash. A house we're still building with cash. But every opportunity has lined up to get us exactly where I wished we would be. But it wasn't just my wish for us. It was creation's wish for me to be here. Because in the safety of this place, I'm free to be the clearest channel I can be for all of you. So thank you for joining me on this journey. I can't wait to see how far we're going to go over the next 10 years. And I'm fucking proud of all of you. You have all moved mountains to be where you are now. It's time for us to celebrate that. You have all the tools you need. Go out and make your biggest dreams happen. But remember to say, and better. Because the universe is going to one-up you. Maybe 100-fold up you. And it's going to be far better than you ever dreamed. Because everything is always working out for you. All your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation. Always. In all ways. Because you are safe, loved, protected, prosperous beyond measure. And I fucking love you. And you should too. Because God doesn't make mistakes. So, go be the shiny lighthouse I know you are. Even if that just means smiling at that upset person that you see standing at the bus stop. Sometimes somebody smiling at you could be enough fuel to get you through one more day. So, get through this one the best way you can. I know we love you. And we'll be back tomorrow. And maybe later if my voice holds out. I'm not sure what's going on there. We might do another video about something. I'm not sure what. My choices are limitless. And in that is a limit. Thanks, Tate. I love you guys too. And I'm really proud of you guys. You've come really far. Bye now. Be good. Be good at it. Remember, favor follows you wherever you go, as does our love. And I'll see you all again probably Monday. I'm going to take the weekend off and spend some time with the hubs, at least for the live stream. There might be some other stuff that pops up here on Patreon. Who knows? Bye. Love you.